Hi and welcome to part 7 of my Husqvarna Automower challenge video. Getting on really well with the mower so far, still really impressed with everything that he is managing to do and how little I'm having to do in response to that. But in this video I'm going to try and cover some of the aspects of obstacles within your garden. With children, if any of you have them, you know what they're likely to leave around the garden, but also more static objects that you might find. For example, swings, trampolines, etc. So I'll try and cover some of those bases in this video. One of the things I did do as part of the installation, or actually before the installation, on the advice of Anthony at SMH Quads, was based on his previous experience with trampolines in the garden. Automowers have a tendency to try and ride up over the bars on the bottom and then can beat their blades off because they get beached. So on his advice I attached some boards to the inside of the frame, so he's actually got something to bounce off when he hits them rather than trying to climb up over them. And it has meant that, as you can see underneath, there's a bit of long grass around the edges which you can't obviously get to, which won't take me a couple of seconds to tidy up with a strimmer. But he's mowed all the way underneath the trampoline, a job which I can't do without having to move the trampoline. So that saved me another job. Now, to save boring you too much, I've sped this part of the video up a little bit, but it gives you an indication of how the mower moves around when he's amongst these obstacles and how he does cover the ground. If he did move at this speed, we'd have a job to keep out of the way of him. One of the obstacles that the mower has to negotiate is this narrow point down here. It's tight to get through with a ride-on mower, but the Automower has to try and dive through either one of these gaps through here and into this smaller part of the lawn at the bottom. But he never seems to miss anything. He seems to come through here and get all these bits finished off, but then he's got to negotiate his way back out to get back to the docking station, for example. So he's then got to find a way back out of there. And this is not it. And he's made it. As we all know, we tend to leave things on the lawn by mistake. The Automower can probably deal with most of these things. Here he is dribbling with a rugby ball. Now he's going to have a go at football. Nice control. The dog often leaves his ball on the lawn. Bit of a strike there from the blades. Can't imagine on a rubber ball there'll be any damage though. Nothing visible. A couple of marks there, but ball still intact. Swings are another area that is an obstacle for the Automower in the garden, but again doesn't cause any problems. I haven't trimmed for weeks. He's trimmed around the edges pretty well. The zip wire at this end of the garden creates a few obstacles for him, but again you can see around the bottom of the poles he's pretty well getting most of it. A little bit of long grass, but again nothing major. Here I'm going to replicate something that's happened previously. The blades need changing, so I can sacrifice them for this experiment. That's what happens when your son leaves a football goal in the way of the mower.